What's up YouTube? Ryan here with my Gusto deck profile. I pre-recorded it, so I'm going to go over my matchups first. I played one Mermail. I lost to it because I didn't draw any birds. I played two Evil Swarms. I beat both of those. One Hat. I beat that. Two Geargia. I lost to both of those rounds 8 and 9 day 1, so it kind of sucks. So I did in day 2. One Lightsworn Ruler, one Chain Burn, and one Infernity. The Infernity was my feature match. I will have that in the description below for you guys to go check out if you haven't already. I want to give a shout out to my friend Ryan for letting me borrow the Scarecrows. I want to give a shout out to my friend Pat for letting me borrow his Lances and his Totem Bird. And another shout out to my friend Zach for letting me borrow his Hands and the rest of his hat deck that I chose not to use. Instead, I ran Gustos and did pretty well with it. I also want to thank Derek for letting me put this on his channel, so subscribe to him. And I'll show the deck list now, so peace. Alright, for the deck list we play 3 Goldo. What this does is when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, by any means, battle, card effect, tributing, you special out 1 level 2 or lower Gusto monster from your deck, which brings out the Eagle. And what he does is when he's destroyed by battle, you spring out a level 4 or lower non-tuner Gusto monster, which can be Wind Up. This card, what this one does is when it's destroyed by an opponent's attacking monster, you can special summon out a tuner, I think. I don't actually know. Anyways, I play 3 Pelissa. She's the best card in the deck. She's the card that lets you make freeze. Freeze lets you win. So what this does is you summon it, special out any wind tuner. It can be Eagle if it has to be Eagle, or you can bring out this, and it has to be in defense. So that's what she does, and you can only summon wind monsters. The rest of the turn you use her effect. I play Toucan. What this does, you shuffle 2 Gustos from your graveyard into your deck and draw a card. It's really good late game because you can plus off of it, and she's 1700, so good poking abilities. I play 2 Kamui. This is a flip effect, and you special out a Gusto tuner. Usually Goldo because it lets you make level 5s, which would most likely be Armades, because Armades shuts down the hands, Geargia Arsenal, Bujin Crane, Battle Traps. If people do play those, I don't know. And you guys get the general idea of Armades. Then I play 2 of each hand. This won me my feature match against Infernity. It won me multiple other matches as well. Just being able to take out Spell, take out Monster, take out Trap, take out Monster. It's such a good combination of cards, and I'm glad Konami made them. They're amazing. Alright, that's it for the monsters. I play 18 monsters. For the spells, 3 Emergency Teleport. This is only for this, essentially. You want to summon this, special this, Synchronous Freeze, grab a Goldo, no Merlit, and then swing into a big dude and end up looping your opponent for a ton of damage. So it's really, really good. These are supposed to be Forbidden Lances. I borrowed them from a friend. I'll give shout-outs at the end of the video. Lance is amazing because it protects Freeze from card effects that would negate its effects, which would cause me to lose. So that's why Lance is so important in this. I play double creature swap. I don't like 3 because I do play the 1 mind control, and I feel like it can get cloggy with 3 of those and a mind control. But you use those to give those to your opponent and give this to your opponent. So I play 6 targets for 2 creature swap. Not bad, not bad. But it lets me take big powerful monsters and get more monsters after I kill them. So really, really good stuff. Then I play 1 mind control, 1 instant fusion, 1 Book of Moon, and 1 MST. I played the 1 MST because of artifacts. I have a good hat matchup, believe it or not. Just because of the lances and some of the trap choices I made, I have a decent matchup against it. And I don't want to make it worse by using more than 1 MST. Book of Moon is standard. Mind Control is standard for this format. And then Instant Fusion is because I play Marvelous, which allows me to make Chittery, other rank 4s as well. Really, really good stuff. For the traps, I play 1 Warning, 1 Bottomless, 1 Torrential. I didn't play Compulse. I do regret that, honestly. Compulse is such a good card, and I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, oh, it's bad because of Light Swarms, but it's good against a lot of other things. And I do regret not playing the Compulse, but I played 2 Blackhorn instead because this was good against Lightsworn, good against Geargia, good against Badolshe if they don't trap stun you. It's an amazing card. I think 2 was the appropriate number. I think 3 was too much and 1 wasn't enough. Then I play 2 Breakthrough Skill. This also protected Freeze from monster effects that would kill it. It stops things that makes it so you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! So Breakthrough Skill is an amazing trap card. I played two-dimensional prison. This card was iffy. I didn't like it as much as I was hoping to. I would actually prefer Mirror Force. I'll explain my matchups later, but I only played two hat decks, and most of the time they were setting hands in fear that I would try to play around them if they actually summoned them. And they were never like balls to the walls, attack in, so like this was dead a lot of the times. And when I did need a battle trap, I wish it was Mirror Force for decks that like overextended, like Mermails, and they just go pew, and like things like that. Decks that just like can't handle a Mirror Force. So Mirror Force, in my opinion, is still good, and I would run it over this. Or 1-1. Probably 1-1 to be honest. And then I play 2 Wiretap just to make my hat matchup better, make my Geargia matchup better, which I ended up not playtesting for Geargia at all, and ended up losing to 2 in day 1. So I didn't make it to day 2, which would have been awesome if I did, but nope. Maybe next year. Alright, that's it for the main deck. There's 40 there. For the extra deck, I played 1 Stardust. Didn't make it at all. You really can't make level 8s. I would definitely change up the extra deck just a little bit. I'd add another rank 4 or another rank 3. I played 1 Eagles. I didn't make this. Wait, no, I didn't make this just because it was a beat stick. I rarely use this effect, but what this does is you can banish a Gusto, or a Wind, I don't remember. But it pops a set spell or trap your opponent controls, and it's really good because you just like get rid of spells and traps and swing for 26. 1 Black Rose, you make this go kaboom, and then triples freeze. I play 3 because 2 is never enough. When you play 2, you always need the 3rd, because this card gets wrecked a lot, even though I play a lot of protection for it. Oh yeah, when this card's Synchro Summon, you grab a Gusto from a graveyard back to your hand, and your opponent takes all the damage. I play 2 Armades because it's good. Shuts down hand, shut down Arsenal, shut down Crane, things like that. I already explained that. Anyways, 1 Goldos. This lets you shuffle 2 Gustos from your graveyard into your deck, and then pop up an opponent's monster. It's an okay effect, but I only use it if I have to recycle Gustos, or if I'm trying to like bait out Trap Trick Trap Hole Nightmare. That card hurts a lot in this deck. Armades is also good to play around that because it doesn't activate. I play 1 101, 1 Dweller, 1 Chittery, and 1 Rhapsody in Berserk. I never made this, and I'd probably cut it because there was never a time where I'd even want to see it. In all honesty, I could probably play something better. So yeah, that's something I would change. I played 1 Livier. This is supposed to be a Totem Bird. I also borrowed this from a friend. Sorry about not having the cards, but the event's like last weekend. Like it's actually a week ago, and I'm filming this mad late because I'm lazy. But it's supposed to be a Totem Bird. Totem Bird attached to negate a spell or a trap. Really good at forcing out back rows. And then I played the 1 Malice for the instant fusion. That's it for the extra deck, guys. I played 2 Maxi. Maxi keeps pace with Lightsworn Rulers, lets you draw into your Swift Scarecrows to keep you alive. Really good stuff. 2 DD Crow, because poops on artifacts. If you use it on the Mermail dudes that they pitch for cost, it makes them miss timing, which is good. The Atlanteans, that's what I was trying to think of. 2 Swift Scarecrows, didn't have these either. I borrowed them from a friend. This card just lets you stay in the game if you're getting OTK'd. And then 1 Fossil Bandit, because if you summon this against dragons and protect it, they lose. Because what are they going to do? Summon a Curry Bandit and crash and force alliance? I don't know. That's just an assumption. I play 1 Dark Hole. What a main deck this, to be honest with you. I missed not having this in the main deck to like blow up fields, like turn 1, just to like play around hands, arsenals, things like that. I played 1 System Down for Geargia. This card actually hurts Geargia a lot. One of my friends plays Geargia, and he told me that this card does hurt them a lot. Believe it or not, which I've heard people say it doesn't, but it does. 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, because I would side these in against a deck that wasn't using artifacts, and that's kind of the logic I used with that. 2 Light Imprisonings to stop Lightsworns, Bougians, other light things, maybe Constellars, I don't really know. 1 Mind Crush and 1 Imperial Iron Wall. I played this. I actually was afraid of spellbooks because I heard that they might see a showing, but nothing to worry about there. So I'll go over my matchups, give out my shout out, and thanks for watching the deck profile, guys. Peace. Alright guys, that was the deck list. If you guys want to see my next format Gusto deck, I will show you guys that if you want to see it. Just comment below. If you have any questions or concerns about anything else I ran, or if you have any advice, I'm always open to that too. Just let me know. So thanks for watching the deck list, guys. Go try out Gustos. They're a lot of fun. You'll enjoy them. I'll put money on it that you'll enjoy them. Yeah, guys, peace. Enjoy your summer and go play Yu-Gi-Ohs and outside. Do outside. Exercise is good. Yeah.